doing? Sticking in me fucking face or what? How's that? Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of an Aussie Farming in the Philippines. Jeez, it's bloody hard working with chicks sometimes, I tell ya. Bloody hard.
I'm not confident on our roads and with our drivers here that's not properly oriented with road rules.
Yeah, trouble here with the roads when you're driving, guys, is that they just come out. Seriously, they don't even fucking look.
That's why I get anxiety.
They don't even turn their fucking head. They don't even turn their heads. You know, they'll just come out of a driveway or out of the side road.
Without looking on the other side.
You can see them. And you see, they don't even turn their head. You know, they're just like, they're just straight off around the corner, bang. And that's why you've got to be very, very careful. So anyway, what's happening today? Well, the rain stopped, isn't it, darling? Have a look out the front. So the rains have stopped. It's been very light all morning. This place is closed now, huh?
Yeah, no more construction, road construction.
Oh, look at the ducks. So we're heading into town. We've got all the measurements. California Boulevard.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, the big yard there.
Yeah. Visit Wilcox Depot, tag 'em. And also online as well. I went online and looked at all the epoxy paints, and they've got a page full of all the epoxy paints of all the colours, the dimensions, the sizes and everything, and every one of them said no stock. No stock. Every one. Every colour you could think of. No stock. Oh, it's like being in Singapore with the lion's heads, isn't it? All right, baby. Coffee time. Let's go and have a look-see. Right, here we are in Wilcox. So we're looking back at the laminator. I'm going to get prices on the tiles, prices on the laminating. Now, the one we've seen at City Hardware, they actually, the price includes laying, with the underlay plus laying. These ones here is just in the box. So, but they come in 6 to a box. Sorry, 8. 8 to a box. Now, this is only 6 wide. So imagine this coming up to about here, and that's 1,500 per box. So 1,500 per box, and there's 8 pieces in a box. Oh, here we go. Here it is here. Here it is here. There's your area there. 1.87 square meters. So, right, so I'm just looking at other things while I'm here. So I've just looked at these. These are half a meter square, 500 by 500. So to do the lounge room in the hallway with this, I think it was 46 square meters. So to do that, was 46 square meters, ended up being 30. No, that was the other one. Fucking forget what it was now. But, okay, so they're showing this stuff over here. This stuff here, they said, is quite sexy, Lexi. You do it, you do bathrooms with it as well. Look, all that type of stuff, all of multiple colours. So we've just worked this one out. So 70 meters. How much is 70 meters? 110,000. No, move on. Tiles, I think, is the best way to go, and be hard wearing, and it's going to cost us 10 grand. 10 grand to get the company in to sand it all down, to grind it all the cement down, that 3 layers of shit that they put down with the tiles. So it's going to cost us 10 grand for that to start with, and then what we work out on the tiles. So we'll go and have a look at the tiles now, because that stuff is good. You know, it's quite nice, but at fucking 110 grand, fuck my dog, you know? How many millions we put into that house already? Shit. Right, here we go, guys. We found it. Look at this. We found it, we found it, we found it. But they've all got different things on them. So I think it might be the size. So there's different prices, etc, etc, etc. Right, this is what we want. And this is the tool here. This is the tool for it. Voila. See like that.
Where is
Some
it?
good shit in here, guys. Right, so we're getting all that worked out. Now Chick's just looked down at the floor and she goes, I like the way they polished the concrete, then put a coating on it. I said, we can even do that, Dales. I said, we can even do that. And it's like, I said, well, let's see how much they got in paints here. Let's have a look-see. Because they're coming in for 10 grand. He said it'll take half a day, but to make it, you know, good, he said it'll take a full day. And it's going to cost us 10 grand. 10,000 peso. So it's like, okay. Now if he gets it the smoothest like that and we put the clear coats over the top of it, that looks good because we have all remember we have big carpets. We have carpet squares that we have down on the house as well. So because of all our carpet rugs, throw down rugs, I think that could be an option as well. And especially if the price is good. Right guys, here we are, the cement bond. This is the stuff we done the outside of the house in, the tool rooms, the maid's room, the pig pen, everything. 3,200?
3,209.
3,209. That's for 16 litres, 3,200. Right, there you go. Well, I'm happy with that. I'll see what Cliffy's got for us at the moment too. Right guys, so we're looking at so many options as you know. So look at this one here, this floor guard. All right, 100% solid, self-leavening epoxy floor coating. A and B pack comes together. It's 2,718. Now this does. Okay, coverage area 7 to 10. Now we've got 70 square meters, so we're going to need probably about 8 tins, maybe 10 tins of this, maybe. But of course they don't have that in stock, so we have to order it, pay 30% down, and they order it from Manila, which could take up to a month to get here. That doesn't worry me, because I like it. And what it is, the white is this. That is nice. Chick likes it. She said, that's what I like. I said, all right, Dales, whatever you want, Dales, you've got it, Dales. So it works bloody good. Wow, look at that. Absolutely amazing. So that's your concrete bond. That's the stuff that we're using over here. This is what we've done all the outside of the housing, guys. It's all this stuff. Here, baby. Right, so backstepping, this is our cement bond. It comes up like this. And this one here is your different one here, he said. It's this called here. It's a A+ cement bond. So it's like, okay, I said, this one here we use all the time, yes. But this one comes up like it's like a clearish colour look. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. But anyway, I've got some rubberized paints here that I'm going to use in the tool rooms. So I'm going to get that while I'm here. It's only 999 peso, that's all it is. So I'm going to try this in the tool room. You mix this with 4 kilos of cement powder, sifted, just the same as the cement bond. So it's looking good, guys. I tell you, I'm starting to feel happier in myself already. Right, what I've got some small discs for the grinder that Alan, isn't it your name?
Yes, sir.
This is Alan. Guys, Alan is very, very helpful. All of them are. Seriously, I am amazed at how helpful the staff are here, and I'm not sucking you off or anything. Very, very helpful. Thank you very much, Alan. Thank you. So we've just had a look to see if they've got the grinders with the vacuum attachments, but they don't have. And they don't have any attachments at all. So, but we've got the big wet and dry back the other day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the little panic room area. I'm going to test it and see if it works.
Oh.
Thanks, Alan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
It's so helpful in here, guys. So helpful, I tell you. Hey, girls. Look, pretty girls too. Hey, pretty girls. What's it one? Thank you very much, Alan. Hey, my wife, she's a shipwreck. A shipwreck. Well, my wife's a dreamboat. Where'd she go? Where's my darling? Oh, there she is, up over that side. Right. So we've got perfect information, guys. We're going well. Only trouble is to get that paint could take up to 4 weeks. But if we get the floor ground down, vacuumed up and cleaned, or they throw down mats on the floor, who gives a fuck? You know, like really, who gives a fuck? The the company that we contacted, how much did they want, that company? 100 and the company that we're hiring the grinder, they said they'll do the epoxy floor. 140, 160,000.
100 plus.
Yeah, so it was about 160,000. They said they'll come and do the epoxy on it, and it's like, fuck me. But looking at that, those prices, I think we're going to go good. I think we're going to go good. Now, I don't mind waiting a month. I really don't mind. Well, I must say, guys, I'm very impressed with that store. Very impressed. I'm glad they've got one here. I'm glad they've got one here because before we had to go to Davao, and there's a lot of fucking around. But now we can just come here, and we're here within like 20 minutes or whatever it is to come here. I can see why Stu come here a lot when he was building his place. I'm actually amazed. Open 7 AM to 7 PM. I'm happy. So we'll do the figures. I think Chick wants to go now with that epoxy. If we order it in, good. That's no problem. What we're going to do is a test on the in the panic room. It's only a small area. It's about 2 meters by 1 meter. I'll do a test with a hand grinder and see how that works. And if it's hard, if it's easy, whatever. And we've still got the option for them to come down and do the whole lot for 10 grand. So that's okay. That's good. That's good. The only trouble is, what are we going to do with the fucking dogs? You know, like, if I can get a petition type thing, a strip I can put down to do the lounge room and the hallway. Oh, fuck if I know how we're going to do it yet. Seriously, because we've still got to be functioning to use. Oh, it's going to be fucked. I don't know how we're going to do it. I really just don't know how we're going to fucking do it. You know, it's easy to say we're going to hit it with epoxy, but oh, here comes Chick Chick now. Yeah, baby. Right, so it's easy to say, like with the concrete, with the tiles, we can do an area at a time, and you know, still do things like that. Like especially with the kitchen, we've got the trouble with the island bench, so we can't take the island bench out. So if we're going to tile it, we'll do half the kitchen first, let that dry, finish, done, and then we can move the island bench over and do the other side. You know, and we can still have operational. We can still be operational in the house while we lay the tiles. But with the epoxy, everything is shut down. It's going to be shut down for a couple of days. So you're going to look at the dogs. What are we going to do with the fucking dogs? What are we going to, ourselves to operate in the house? You know. I don't know how we're going to do it yet, but we'll get there, hey babe?
Yeah.
We'll get there. All right, let's go now.
We can't leave some. We cannot leave some.
Serious, I don't know how we're going to
Or maybe we open the bar. You know, like we have little door at
Yeah.
and then just open the door of the bedrooms, but we can only use one bedroom.
But we can't use the hallway, you can't use the kitchen.
Yeah, but like we have an alternative kitchen, but our washing area would be.
So maybe we can get strips, maybe get strips of like, I don't know, 2 millimeter thick that we can put down onto the concrete to block off the room, as in on the floor, so we can do all that side floor done, and then we can do the other half later. There's many options, we'll work it out. Alright guys, that's us. We're going to head off now and have a look at City Hardware. We want to look at their tiles there, because the tiles here are very, very expensive.
Like.
Very expensive, like very, very. Yet we've seen the ones, the good heavy duty ones for the floors, which are thicker than the walls. I think they're about between 130 and 150 peso each. That's what they are. So let's go and have a look. Right guys, well we're back. The rain's held off. It's only a bit in town though, but it's held off now. Right, so Chick has asked the question. She goes, we're definitely going to epoxy it. I said, okay then, all right. She said, I like that colour, but since we order it, we may be able to get another colour because we've got to order it anyway. So I said, okay. So what she said is, well, if we're going to epoxy it, that would normally take up the height where the tiles are. So she said, do we have to grind it? Because it's self-levelling and it'll just fill everything in. I said, I don't know, darling. Like all these, we'll have to fill these in for sure, otherwise it's just a waste of epoxy paint. But so what she suggested to me, she said, well, we can block off here. We can block this off here and do all that in one hit. All this in one hit. I said, yeah, good idea. Because we can enter the bedroom through the sliding doors like this one's here at the other end. We can enter there, we can walk all the way through here and blah, blah, blah. And then when we do the hallway and the kitchen, we'll do the same thing. We'll just block this off here, block that off there, do all this in the next pour. And we've still got the outside area that we can clean up for doing all the dishes in and so forth. So I said, a good idea, Dales. So the question she asked now is, and I don't know, I think we'll have to fill it, is do we have to waste 10 grand on the sanding machine? Because we're not going to take off the contact bonding stuff, are we? So I said, I don't know, darling. And considering it's white, you don't see anything. So maybe it just needs a sand down, you know, a light sanding. I'm guessing. I don't know. So I'm going to put it out there, guys. What do you think? But I like her idea, and it's going to be a good cost saving for us. You know, we could get out of it probably about 1,000 Australian dollars. I think we can get out of it for about 30, looking around 35 grand. I think we can get out of it. Now this thing here, she said this comes apart. I said, well, the only thing that doesn't fit through, I said, is this here, the top part. She said, no, that comes off, it's only glued on. I went, well, if that case, we might be able to do something then. We might be able to do something if we have to take the doors off, so we've got a clean gap between here and here. I don't know. But anyway, it's been a busy day. What's the fucking time? Oh, shit. It's 25 to 5 already. I'm not feeling bloody tired. So, I said we had Will Frito today. This afternoon only. So, I said I'm tired as hell. Still got pizza night to do yet. Fucking hell. But oh well, it gives the girls a rest night on a Friday night anyway. Alright guys, I'm going to go. Put your comments down below. Do you think I need to sand that floor down or grind it down or what? Because if you're going for a coloured epoxy, she said her idea is, which I think she might be right, her idea is that why do it? Because the height of that tile, the height of the tile, then the height of that, your epoxy is going to be way below the floor level. Good thinking, Dales. Alright guys, I got to get me babies fed. I'll catch us all later on.